Hello and welcome to Personality Profile. Yes, I know. Normally, I'll be out there driving in a car or sat in a Ferris wheel doing something outside. But today I'm in the studio because my guest is very, very busy. And if I don't get her today, I don't know when next I'm going to get her. But I'm excited because normally lives about personalities when we do, it's about the elderly, somebody who's done a lot. But I'm particularly happy when the personality is young because I believe that the younger generation out there can really relate to it. And not only am I excited about her, but Google is also excited about this woman. Why? Na Oyoo Quartey, she set up her business on the internet, promoted it on the internet, and is successful on the internet. And so Google has recognized her as one of the young achievers using the internet for her own benefit. And I just want to talk to her to find out what opportunities she found. Indeed, are there many of us on the internet? Why did she choose the internet instead of the proverbial shop in Cantonment somewhere and displaying your goods? But I have her in studio and I'm happy. We're going to have a beautiful conversation, and I am sure you out there would find an opportunity in there somewhere and say, you know what, let me get up and go and do it because I can also do it. And that's the motive. My name is Nana Sakwao, and this is Personality Profile Friday. Right after the break, we are talking. Hello and welcome back to Personality Profile Friday. And I am talking to Na Oyoo Quartey. And she runs a company called Roots by Na. That's the name of Roots by Na. Fashion accessory designer, predominantly on the internet. You log on to Facebook or the internet somewhere, see what she does, and then you place an order. I just want to find out. I mean, if I lived in, Nima, behind the roasted plantain seller, next to the blue kiosk, right by the gutter, and next to the green shop, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
So I live, in Nima. By the rose plantain seller, go a bit further down and then to the right to the broken lamppost. And I really need this beautiful, I'm looking on your internet now, I think it's like a brooch that goes on, and I want a couple of it. Mm-hmm. How do I pay you and how do you bring it?
Okay, thank you very much. First of all, for delivery and payment systems, I use FedEx for deliveries. So what I do is I send most of my products to FedEx and I collect the customer's phone number and address, whether it's work or school. And for example, if the person is not in work or in school, right, I'll take their contact number, and FedEx calls them, and finds where they are, whether it's to meet them halfway somewhere, but then they do the delivery for me. And they've never failed me, actually. So. And you pay on delivery? Some people choose to pay, outright to the FedEx person, or I have Airtel money or sometimes MTN money, and I also give a bank account number where they can pay into. Now, this is the middle of the interview, so now we're going to go all the way back. That's just yes. That's just the middle of the interview. Yes. We'll come back to it and then continue. Yes. But it's amazing though because. I meet a lot of people, and if you want to set up a business, it's I want to get my shop, my table, my kiosk, and start my business. Exactly. What did you do in school? Designing? I did nothing related to arts. When I was in school, I did science, pure science. In later on, I did banking and finance, so nothing related to the arts. But then, once you are gifted, with that talent or that hobby or that interest, I think. We should actually tap into it. So we all grew up with parental influence on what we should study in school. So I was pushed into science by my parents, and I really wanted to do visual arts and designing and all that. But those days it was perceived as it's not going to earn you much money. It wasn't as premium as and it's only those who failed who did visual arts. Those days, that's the perception behind students doing visual arts. So so that's how it started. When I was in school, I realized I still had a passion, so I actually started doing gift baskets
This is before university. This is before
during uni, actually.
During uni,
I was doing, gift baskets. I was selling birthday cards. I still had the artsy gift in me, So until just about 3 years ago, and I saw some, westernized brooches online, and it just struck me that this will really look nice in African print. So I'm like, okay, why don't I just try it? And I did, and that's how it started. It started as a hobby, actually. I was just giving it to friends, and they really liked it. So I'm like, okay, I should start selling this, and it just hit off, and I started promoting it first on Facebook, because there's millions of Ghanaians on Facebook, and where else, where it to be free, and it's free, so I take very good pictures. I'm a bit into photography as well, so I take very good.
You did do the wrong course, didn't you? You definitely did the wrong course.
I did not, because it's helped me in my bookkeeping.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So, so I take very good quality pictures. I put them up. People are like, "Oh, I like this. This is nice." But that was even before I built my website to sell. Yes. So I used Google's website called Get Africa Online to start selling, and I actually came across it by accident. I went to this Google event, and a group of young entrepreneurs were talking about it and how it's free and it's set up for small businesses to display their wares and help them to sell, for those who can't afford to set up a shop and all that. So I'm like, oh, why don't I try? After all, it's free. I love free stuff anyway. So that's how it started, and the website's really cool. It's very simple to use. You design how you want it, because all the templates are there, the colors, everything. You can upload the products, you can put the pricing, description of the products there, and all a customer has to do is just basically click on the products that they are interested in, and I get a message on my cell phone, on my email, that this person has ordered for this quantity of products, and this is their email, this is their phone number, and then the rest is up to me to deliver and for payment. So,
did it ever occur to you, let me go and get a shop, or did you go straight into online? I mean, because that's a normal thing, isn't it? Let me find a shop to display my wares.
Unfortunately, I don't think like normal people, so I like to be more different.
If you did science and banking and finance, and you design jewelry, I can agree with that.
Yeah, so I like to think different. I like to be different and innovative. So, I have a day job, and I knew that I wouldn't be able to quit my day job and go start a shop all over or whatever. So why don't I tap into the online shop, because it gives me the flexibility to manage it. After working hours, I'm home, I manage my orders, my clients database and all that. It's easier, it's less stressful.
So what do you do after work? You get your glue and your material and start gluing things together?
You'll be surprised, yes. After work, 6 p.m, I get home 6:30. Sometimes I sew till like midnight. I wake up in the morning by 5. I'm up sewing.
Before you come
before I come to work, yes.
So then social life. I mean, there's clubs here and cinemas there. And, so how do you?
So you must have a balance. There must be a balance between your work and your life. That's what I believe. So I'm not gonna work all throughout the whole week. I make sure that I have enough stock. Okay. I make sure that I meet a client's order. Until I do that, I can't, do other stuff. But I have to make sure that I meet their orders. And there's always, I can't be sewing continuously. I'll definitely get tired. So if a friend calls me up, hey, let's go to Republic or let's go to some place, I'm all up for it. Why not?
So, design ideas. So you're driving, going to work, and thinking, oh, I can tweak this way. I can tweak, or you have a design time. So between 2 o'clock and 3 o'clock, I'm thinking of new designs, or just as and what.
It's strange. It's just like you're saying. Driving somewhere, I see something, or looking online in a magazine, and I'm like, wow, this will look really nice in African print. I'm working, and then it just comes through. So I have this little book where I just quickly draw or write what the idea is about, and then I go work on it. It's just like sometimes my earrings. I'm like, this shape would be really good, for an earring, maybe hexagonal or something, and then I quickly draw it. I go.
I mean, are we going to zoom into the earrings? You're talking about earrings here. Give me the earrings on the screen. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. So I see it's you're circular and it got some stats around it. So
exactly. So I decided to add stats to it to make it different. It's very common to see a lot of earrings on the market. You go to on the streets everywhere, but then you have to make your products very unique. So at one time I was in the United Kingdom, and I realized that studs are like the trend. Almost everything was studded, like bags, shoes, clothing, and the more they studded, the higher the price. You understand? So you can buy a simple shirt, but once they studded, the price goes up. So I'm like, let me get some of these studs, and the studs are available, in
everywhere.
Craft shops. Yes, so I bought a couple. Brought it back with me and started studying my earrings.
And so you have a new trend of studs.
Why not?
What things do you? Are there things that you don't know? Oh, I don't do belts, or I don't do shoes, or I don't. What are your ranges that you say? Oh, I don't go this way.
Okay, so for me, I don't do bags. I get lots of people ask, "Oh, do you do bags?" I'm like, "No, I don't do bags. I've left that for certain people to handle." You can't do everything. What I want to do is be very different with my product lines. Okay, the brooches, the hairbands, the belts, the slippers. I do slippers, but not shoes. Okay, and what I've been doing now is doing iPad covers and journals, which I cover with fabric, and it's really perfect for like gifts.
iPad covers.
iPad covers made, but that's beaded. It's not fabric. Yes.
Is it unisex or just feminine?
Currently it's feminine. But I have some pocket squares for guys, so
I have some
pocket squares.
Okay.
Yes.
I see.
Which are really, really nice for guys. Yeah.
So they should go on the website and they'll find it.
Yes.
So those are the range that you stay within.
Yes. I'm extending. I actually have a new product line coming up. I can't say it now, so when it comes out, it's brilliant. It's really brilliant.
But how's patronage on the internet? Because I'm always arguing, there isn't enough people on the internet. There's only how's patronage on the internet?
Patronage it's half and half. Certain months you get more of people ordering through phone calls. Okay, instead of and they know that the website is there, but they rather call you and make the. So I would not say that. Oh, go to the website and do the thing or. I would accept calls, I accept emails, text messages, whatever. So I have to be flexible for those people who they know that's the internet. Nah,
And how are you promoting the internet? Are you directing people there? It's just, go to Google and by chance stumble on it?
So my promotion is mostly via social media.
Okay.
And I use my Instagram account, I use my Twitter account, I use my Facebook page to promote. I use my blog. I'm a blogger as well.
Oh.
Yeah, so through my blog, for example, I would write about how to wear the accessory. Which colors
will go with what?
Yes. I mean, you can't wear this earring.
So are you also is it color banging? What's it now?
Color blocking.
Color blocking? Because I'm showing my age now.
Oh.
So are you also color blocking?
Oh, color blocking is fun. It's trendy,
So like you go orange earring.
Yeah, or in the blue, yes. I mean, you can wear an orange earring with an orange blouse. It's the same colors which are coming together. They're not really clashing, but then you would not notice it. One thing about fashion is one piece of your item must be the statement. Okay, so
one piece of your
attire must be the statement. So whether it's your handbag that's really huge or colorful, yeah. For example, for you it's your boots. Your boots, I know. Yes. Anyway, so there must be one piece of item which stands out, and for me, it's my earring because I want my earring to be noticed.
That's nice.
Yeah,
that's nice. After you are on Google Africa, is it?
Yes.
Google Africa. So how much do you have to pay them to be on Google Africa?
I'm not paying Google for anything. It's so Google has recognized my work in terms of businesses in Africa that are successful using the internet. Okay?
I mean, that's one of the main reason why I wanted to talk to you, because I thought it was very, very commendable.
Yes.
And I feel that there will be people watching, young people with also some sort of an idea and can use that platform rather than thinking I need to find thousands of money, rent a shop in Abusi Okai or somewhere to start up.
Yes.
So you don't pay anything.
I don't pay anything. I just go ahead and use the various Google products available to me, and they would know that, okay, this business is using our products. Let's recognize them. Let's share what they are doing based on the internet. Let's share them to the world. Let's help them to grow their business. So actually, Africa Connected is an initiative by Google to share the success stories of small businesses in Africa that are being powered by the web. Okay, so it's time for young entrepreneurs or young graduates, people who want to start a business. Don't think you need so much capital to start it. Start small, and build it, because many of the big companies that we see never started boom, just like that. They started from somewhere. And the internet is a great way to help you to start small. And it's very cost effective when you think about it,
Now, again, in the beginning of the interview, I was in Nima behind the plantain seller, but now I've moved. So now I am in Togo, and I'm in Lome, and I'm, round the corner from the woman who does Banku in Lome, and, probably the tree somewhere. And I also want, a set of earrings. So what then happens?
Okay, so that's the part where I'm currently working on with international orders. I've gotten so many inquiries based on my video from Africa Connected. So I've gotten a lot of inquiries from South Africa, from Tanzania, from Gabon. Whoa. I want your necklace, I want your earrings. So, exporting out of Ghana, the cost is really high. And my products are not so, the cost is not so high, so you end up having like really high shipping costs. So what I'm trying to do is to sign on to a new service which is being launched by a company called Soft, and they're coming out with a similar eBay kind of service. Okay, so whereby I think it's called Shop Africa. So whereby all they do for you is to deliver and to sort out your payment, and all you do is just send them the product, or they come for it.
And then they deliver.
And they deliver, and then sort out they take their commission, and then payment is online. Which is fine. Which is, for me, it's just perfect. So, I'm working on that like ASAP.
So, I'm quite good at designing things. Don't know what thing yet. So, what do I do? Bring my application so at 6 o'clock I turn up and then we start gluing things together and stitching things. Or
you want me to employ you?
Yeah.
Hey. I can't pay you.
We can also stitch or glue. Or I
have plans to, I've spoken with a few Kayaye, right? I met a few in town. Sometimes I go to the market, I meet a few, and I give them my number. I show them I am, if they're interested in learning, something, handy or something to enable them to live a better life. They should come around. Okay, I think there's this. They still have this fear and this timidity in them, so they haven't really come forth. But I'm still trying. But then I've gotten a young lady.
So what are you going to do? Just train them to
train them and then let them start something on their own.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
But they're scared to come.
Yes, we have this timidity, this passivity, attitude, mindset sort of thing, and I think moving out of their comfort zone is also a bit of a challenge. It may not be comfortable, but then it's still their comfort zone. So I'm still looking.
My question, and I've been always tagged for asking long-winded questions. All I'm trying to find out: do you work alone, or do you work?
Oh, currently I'm working alone. Yes, you will find that. I employed someone part-time to help me with the client database. So putting together client names and all those information. Yes. Okay, but currently I'm working alone.
So you're going to work in the morning, and today I need to do 10 pairs of earring. I need to do 2 brooches and one this.
Yes. So I have, I make a list of things that I need to do, and it doesn't take long actually.
No.
I can make a brooch within 10 minutes.
Okay.
Yes. So, I mean, like I'm saying, it's all about balance. The time that I'll spend watching a movie, I would cut that out and maybe watch the movie later. Someone can sit behind a Nigerian movie and watch 3 hours of, witches and wizards and all kinds of things. Why don't you use that time more effectively and start doing something for yourself? Okay, and within that 3 hours, you really can do a lot of things. You'd be amazed. Yeah.
Encouragement from friends and family. How has it been? I mean, when you're going to stop this earring business and get into the office and do more finance,
color job,
rather than stitching bags or stitching brooches. How's been encouragement from friends and family?
My mom has been very supportive.
Good.
I actually work in the house in her living room, so initially I was like, one day she's going to tell her, let's stop messing up my hall. But she's been very supportive, and sometimes she does help me, when she's going to work or after work, or sometimes she just do a little something, and yes, she's always telling me, oh, go and buy this, oh, do it this way, so she keeps giving me advice. My aunties too are very supportive, and my cousins, everybody is I have a very good family, so.
I haven't heard that.
You haven't heard?
Dad, the supportive.
My dad, oh yes, my dad too is very proud. Them when they don't talk much, like, oh, I saw you on TV. Okay, good. That's it.
I mean, have you ever gone to him to say, you should have let me just pursue my visual arts?
Sometimes it comes to my mind, but no. Respect. It's fine.
Do you think you would eventually one day, pack up from financing and accounting and all these figures and have your own big factory where you're shipping accessories around the world?
It's a wonderful idea, isn't it? I have thought about it, and I think there's a lot of prospects in that. So I just might. You never know. I just might.
How about like an international link, a shop in maybe Marks and Spencer's or maybe Selfridges or one of these big shops that say, listen, I am going to supply you this thing, and start talking to them. Have you pressed any buttons that way?
I actually got an invitation by Dragon's Den. It's a BBC.
Oh yes, of course, where they give you money to establish,
invest,
of course.
Yes, and
Dragon's Den.
Yeah, so they want to start something similar in Ghana.
Okay.
Yes, so they were asking if I was interested in the program, so they could, invest in my business and all.
Were you going to go on the program as a judge, or
as a
judge to look as to whether
sourcing for funds? So yeah.
Okay. Well, that's exciting.
That was interesting. I've gotten a few companies who they wanted to buy, and but then some of them do not want you to label it as yours. Just make the products and send it to them, and then they'll put their brand on it. So that was in the early stages, and because I wanted to grow, I wasn't really comfortable with that because I wanted to, promote my brand.
You don't want Roots by now?
They didn't want the name.
Well, why else are they coming for it?
So that was a bit of a challenge, yeah, so.
But could it have been good just for like your initial capital and then move away?
As in
maybe they wanted 1,000 earrings, but they want to say it's Marks and Spencer, Selfish, whatever it is. So you take it, give me my money, but then the next batch I will sell it somewhere else as Roots, and now it gives you
that's also something I could have looked at, or I will look at in the future anyway. But then I should have more employees to produce that amount of
I can imagine.
Because I would need to really dedicate time.
But we are talking about Dragon's Den and this and that. Locally, how much support are you getting locally? Maybe from, I don't know, trade or tourism? I don't know. Within, I mean, how much support are you getting?
Well, I did get recognized by the Innovation Ghana, an initiative by Ministry of Trade and Industry.
And multimedia.
And Google. So I was one of the innovation heroes, and this was in recognition of companies or small businesses using the internet or technology to promote their businesses, and that was this year in May. So for the recognition, it comes with a lot of people awareness about your business. So that helped also to promote my business. And we are still having talks with them because they really want to help the small business. So most of the things, when we have like Google Hangouts, and I tell them that
Google
Hangouts. So it's kind of like Skype. It's just video conferencing.
Okay.
Sharing with your circle. So that kind of thing.
Okay.
So I'm able to tell them what my challenge is when it comes to shipping. So in online payments. So if they could find a solution as soon as possible, that kind of thing. So we engage with them, and we hope that a solution will come out soon.
Because I can imagine that there must be quite a few, maybe hundreds of young guys and girls out there with some brilliant idea, and sitting waiting for that huge capital before they can get going. So there's an example clearly that listen, the world is your market, and do this thing. So apart from you going on Facebook and then Google, what else is next to attack the world? Are you just going to stay online or?
Okay, I recently did what I call a sales bazaar. So from that, it was very successful. I realized that I could also do kind of like a monthly sales bazaar where I go set up at a physical place. So, for example, I went to set up a smoothies, displayed my wares, and people came to buy. So I could also target key locations in the city where I could mount up for the day, okay, and then give access to those who aren't online to buy my products. I find that's also very cost effective as well.
Are you looking to go do further education?
Further education in terms of like my master's?
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
Actually, my current job enables me to do a professional qualification in what I'm doing. And I would want to learn more when it comes to, the entrepreneurial aspects of a business, as in, proper bookkeeping. And I already have an accounting background, but then, something when it comes to branding your business, when it comes to marketing and all those things, yes.
That's exactly why I was asking that. Was he going to go back into your sciences, or now are you going to branch into?
No, it's good to have the professional qualification. Yes, setting yourself up as whether it's a craftsperson, whether it's a fashion accessory designer, whatever. You still need these professional qualifications to further enhance your knowledge in building a business. Because what if one company decides to buy you out of your business? They think your business is very, has a lot of prospects. Here's this money. What do you do? What are the legal implications? All these things one must be aware of. How
instrumental has Google been in your business?
Google has been very, very, very instrumental. Aside using their website to sell my products, and I've been recognized for my use of their products. To sell my wares, and I use Google Drive, Google Documents, Google everything, and they always invite me to programs, to help, small businesses on what to do when it comes to using the internet. So we have what I would call like, it's not really a hangout, but then it's a face-to-face interaction with people who want to know how to use the internet, or how to use even social media to further their business. Okay, social media, as you know, is really big, and any business has to be on social media like now or like yesterday. So Google has been really instrumental. I'm really thankful for their support, and I'm counting on them to come out with more products and more ideas to push the African entrepreneur to bigger heights. Yeah.
We're going to take a break. Now, when we come back, this lovely, beautiful young lady, who is your boyfriend? We're coming straight back. Okay, so all you legible young guys out there, get your phones and your pens ready, because now we're going to see if, who's going to dial first. Now, you with this grueling schedule, I'm not even going to ask. I am just presuming that you must be single, because you wake up in the morning, you're thinking about your designs, you get to work, you have to come back home between 6 and midnight, you need to get all these things going, and then by 5 o'clock you're up, back on the machine, and you're going to work. So it means that, all these, now they're ready. I'm going to put your number on the screen.
No, you're not. No one is calling me, no.
You must be single.
I am single.
Guys, did you hear that?
No, they didn't hear that. Nobody.
See me for a number. See me for a number. How would you find time to socialize? Your schedule is too grueling. As much as we want to encourage you to do good, we also want you to,
I don't find time to socialize. I cook. I go to the market. I clean my house. I do all the, the homely duties every African woman is supposed to do.
Every now and then.
No, every Saturday. I play volleyball.
Okay.
On Saturdays.
Where?
Aviation Social Center. I go salsa.
Yeah, guys, did you hear that? Aviation Social Center this Saturday. If she doesn't give me the number, go there this Saturday and wait for her.
I go for salsa.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
On Wednesdays at Afrikiko. So I do find time to socialize.
I have a friend that goes to salsa in Afrikiko, and she's been trying to get me together. But I don't think, I got like
it's
two
fun.
left feet. I've got 2 left feet. I don't think I can dance.
You should try it. You'll be surprised.
So you do the market, you do the house chores, you do salsa,
I go to the beach.
Okay.
See?
Well, you have a life.
I read. I do have a life.
It's
called balancing. I go to church.
Okay.
I'm very, busy in church as well. So, yes.
You do well.
Balance. Oh, I'm doing pretty well.
Well, you must live a very strict, time regimed life.
I try to be flexible. You have to be flexible, or else you lose friends.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
I can imagine, because you have your normal work schedule. Mm-hmm. You start your day early, you end it late, and in between that, you do your.
But sometimes, trust me, the occasional I'm too tired to do this, and then you sleep. It comes in. It's not all colorful and easy as it may seem, but sometimes you do get tired and you sleep. Trust me.
The soul is willing, but the body.
Sometimes my mom will be like, get up and go away. I'm like, I'm tired. I just sleep. Yeah, you need to rest the body too. So.
But how come you're single? Are you not found Mr. Right yet, or Mr. Right?
That question, like, really?
Or are you just bouncing the boys left, right?
I'm not bouncing the boys left, right.
They're not coming, because
come and see me later. I'll tell you more.
As soon as I get the info, I'll let you know. What has been the main challenge in Roots by now? What has been the main thing that this is the main challenge, like either financing or logistics or?
It's mostly the logistics, as in shipping outside Ghana.
Okay.
Which is currently my main thing, which I'm working on. Once I have that sorted, the rest is very easy. The rest will be really easy, yeah.
Outside of Ghana, which country do you get your main inquiries from?
Okay, so my website, the getafricaonline.com by Google, and it gives you a dashboard where you can track the countries that are visiting your website. Okay, so you can see a whole map, which tells you, okay, you have this percentage of people from this country, right? So as of yesterday, I checked. I've realized, Ghana is the leading one. South Africa is also right next after Ghana. France, Canada, Egypt, Greece, all kinds of countries.
Egypt, aren't they going to think of their fighting their own earrings?
Some people want to live there. Anyway, so so the dashboard gives you which countries are visiting your site and what exactly they are looking at. So whether they are looking at the products, the percentage of people looking at products and which type of products, the percentage of people looking at. Yeah.
That's a good breakdown.
Yeah, because, once you click on a product, it's recorded somewhere that okay, this is the percentage of people who have clicked on this particular item, then you are able to better inform or make a decision as, okay, more people are interested in my necklaces than my earrings or on this particular item, then you can, push production towards that item more.
Okay. I mean, the other thing is, until this logistic of shipping outside is, can you try and find like maybe one retailer or one small shop and then deal with them direct so that you don't have to be delivering one, two, three items?
What I have done is also to stock some shops in Accra.
Okay.
So I was actually stocking Golden Tulip, and I moved that to a salon in Osei, a very popular salon in Osei. So a lot of the ladies go there. So with the display case showing everything, it's also one way for them to get. I also thinking of giving opportunities to people who travel a lot, who can carry and sell. They become the wholesaler, let's say in the UK or in the States. Yes. So that's also an option which I'm currently considering. Yeah.
Well, it's brilliant. I mean, so far, what do you think has been your success so far?
The content that I've currently is it content or more of like the awareness which Google has raised for my business. Okay, that has really boosted. That I would call a success, because it's not everyone who gets this opportunity to share their story, and I consider it a lifetime event. It's something. It's when you are in Facebook, you can record a milestone or an event, a lifetime event. Yes, so that's something I've recorded as a milestone. Okay, so being recognized for me it's very good. It's a success on its own, and the being awarded an innovation hero by Innovation Ghana too is also a milestone for me as well. And also I got awarded Lifestyle Blogger of the Year by Blogging Ghana as a blogger, and because of that award, my products will have gained more popularity. Okay, because I have about 300, 400 people visiting my blog, they will definitely come across my products, and then they would want to also know more
about it. Yeah, probably purchase.
Yes.
What did you do different? Because I mean, Google is big, and I'm sure there are other businesses. So what did you do that make them pick you out and say, no, this, Roots by now is the one we should pick?
I think it's mostly on how I use their product, okay, how I share their links. Because once for example, if I want to tweet something about my product, okay, and maybe I've displayed the product on a Google Plus page, I'm going to create a link on my tweet, and I'm going to add the handle of maybe Google Ghana or something related to the Google. Definitely don't know that, okay, this person has constantly been using these links or creating tweets about us and everything. So through that, they're able to track. And also attend a lot of events by Google Ghana. So through that, they know those who are, in support or active, when it comes to using their products. And yeah, it's been good.
And within, apart from Accra, what are the other regions that beeline on your products?
I've had quite a few orders from Takwa, from Kumasi, and Takrady. Yes.
And FedEx will do that?
Yes. Oh, definitely. It's actually like a day.
Really?
Yeah. Someone ordered from Kumasi one time. Yeah. She got it the next morning. I was amazed. I was like, really? Great.
I mean, she was.
Yeah, she was really really happy. Like, oh, that's awesome. I got one from Hoa as well. Yeah. So
the agreement, you just give them a call, they turn up, pick up the thing, and then send it.
Yes. So that's what I do. Or I'd actually stop by their office, drop the items off, just give them the address, pay an amount of money, and that's it.
So when is the clothing line coming out?
I was actually talking about this yesterday or this morning to someone. Seriously, I was just saying, I was just driving and all of a sudden this thought came to me, like this design, this dress, this blouse. But then I want to be different. I don't want to do what everyone's doing, as I told you. So, keep your eyes open.
Am I going to get a scoop? Am I going to get a scoop?
Watch the space.
Am I going to get a scoop? Well, I think, because I'm going through your products, and I think you're ready for a clothing line.
Yes, I'm very. So I think what I'll do is I'll design, and then I'll employ people to make the stuff for me because of time constraints and all that. But I'm looking more at. So, for example, I'll be selling maybe blouses for women or shirts for guys, but then it will be the sort of blouse that you can rock with jeans, with the Western type of clothing, you understand? So how to combine the Western and then the traditional. Okay, so yes, that's what I actually want to do. The idea is like it's just building up. Yeah, and there's a lot of creativity now when it comes to especially guys' shirts, and the Jerome and all that, the use of the embroidery, use of linen and all that. It's really creative and innovative now compared to the past. Yeah.
Would you branch away from fashion accessories, or you stick?
It's a niche on its own when it comes to fashion in Ghana. Not many people like to focus only on fashion accessories, apart from those who are into beads. Okay, so I wouldn't want to, because I really love our Ghanaian textiles. It's very different from other countries in Africa. So I really want to promote the African textiles. So I don't think I would move away from that.
Because I was actually coming to that, because going through your website, I realized that you've used the
fabric,
the Ghanaian textile, for all your designs. For your design. But this looks like. Sorry, guys, but it looks like a bag to me.
It's a book.
A book.
It's a journal.
A book cover.
Yes. So it's a journal which.
Hold on. Yeah.
Yeah.
I see. I've lost it, but I'll find it for you. Don't worry, I'll find it for the camera, and then you can see. Yeah. I'll get it for you later. So, I bring my book and then you cover it for me?
I buy the books. Some also want to bring their own books, but then it depends on the type of books that it is. So it has to be a hardcover, and it doesn't have to be a ring-bound book. So it has to be hard on all sides. Yes. Some people want to bring their own fabric, for the book as well, which is fine with me.
It's different.
It is. And it's also, it's so perfect. You go to church and you have this book where you're writing all your sermons and things, and it's it's so cool. It's a perfect gift, for your sister, for your wife,
So if I
someone bought like
my Bible?
2 days this morning. Yes, so I'm thinking of Bible covers actually. But Bible covers are very unique. We have the leather cover with the zip across it, right? Yeah. So that's what I want to look at: how to combine the leather and then the fabric. Okay.
Well, that's different.
Very.
But we'll be looking at you in the chat thinking, well, what's he got there? Praise the Lord. I go a different Bible.
I know, right?
A different Bible.
To be so obvious, wouldn't it?
And stand out and different.
Stand like, where did you get that from? Oh, really? Okay.
Seminars and training. Are you doing anything for young ones to encourage them?
I've gotten a lot of emails concerning training. Oh, do you train? I'm like, no, not yet. So I think I will.
Date,
No, I'm not training dates, but I think I have to look at what entails training people in Ghana, the legal systems and the institutes.
Well,
I don't think
do
you can
10
just
at a time or 5 at a time, and then gradually.
Yeah, but it would have to be weekends, because I can't, because of my job. So weekends, maybe Saturdays throughout, I spread it, and then
So what would you entail? They come to you with their vision, and then you sort of guide them. You choose this path, choose that path, and probably coach them through the Google thing.
Exactly. So I would show them the line, whichever that they'll be interested in, and they would pick, and then based on that, we can have a few classes. It's very easy to learn, but you have to be innovative. because the fabrics is not just, for example, you're doing asasa, right? You're combining different fabrics together.
Called asasa.
Yeah, some people call it asasawa. That's asasa, the combination of the different fabrics.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, different colors. You don't just pick any fabric and start stitching them together. No, you have to actually look at the type of colors and the pattern with which you are working with before you combine it. Certain people just make bags because that's what's trendy. But then it's not just picking any fabric and making a bag. You have to look at the pattern on the fabric, because the pattern that's going to make the bag stand out, and the color of the fabric as well, and how you combine the different materials with it, whether it's a leather bag, whether it's a straw bag, you have to take all that into consideration. So it's all about a mixture of combining your creativity, your innovation, into the products, and you come out with something that's very different.
One thing that I really, really cannot stand is the feeling of being ripped off.
Yes.
I really, really can't stand
that was one thing, yeah.
I don't care whether it's in public or not, and I always get in trouble for that. I say, no way, I'm not paying that, for that. But, I've seen your things. They're really nice, and it's like 5 CDs or 7 CDs. And then to me, I just feel like, I'll pay that, for that money.
Yeah.
Sometimes you see something and it's got 65 and you're thinking, was it a whole yard or was it the whole piece?
Yeah.
How did you come about your pricing? Because I
have to consider the cost of the fabric. If I'm buying a fabric which is 10 CDs a yard, for example, right, and then I'm cutting up little bits of it and joining together to make a brooch, but then I'm adding a pin, I'm adding glue, my time that goes into it, and I can make it within 10 minutes. Why should I price it at 20 Ghana cedis?
Yeah.
And for me, I want my items to move. I don't want to be stuck with.
And I think if you can add in your training for me, because as Ghanaians, we have this idea that once I get this pen, I have to build my house out of it. And so they will keep it for 6 months and just try and overprice it. So I think when you start trading, you need to move things.
Introduce that into it, because overpricing, I think some people just take it a little bit too far when it comes to pricing, because it's like they immediately want to make profit. It's like but then some will also say some people don't like buying cheap things. So
we have to buy value for money things. But
anyway,
to the youth out there, to Google, your last words before we round up.
So to the youth out there who want to start their own business, you have to learn to believe in yourself. These are words I'm using from Uncle Ebo. So believe in yourself and learn to overcome failure. Believe in your vision. Believe in what you are capable of, because there'll be a point where you have people trying to discourage you and saying that what you are doing is not possible. Okay, so once you believe in what you're doing, you'll be able to overcome the doubters, right? And learn to overcome failure is basically knowing that when you fail, it doesn't mean that you can't start again. You have to learn to move past the failure and know that it's something else would work.
And then to Google, who's brought us this far.
So to Google, I want to say thank you. Keep supporting all small businesses and any other business entrepreneurs that are out there.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, and more of them.
Well, thank you very much too for accepting our invitation and coming now. Oyoo Quartey, the designer, Roots by Na Fashion Accessories. Find it, go to Google, just put Roots by Na, go onto the website, find the accessories, not necessarily to buy, but also to innovate and create something. Thanks for watching Personality Profile. My name is Nana Sakwa. Until next Friday, come to you with another personality. Have a brilliant week.